So this is what we made today. I'll be showing you how to make it. This is a recipe from Mexico, but low in calories, high in protein. This is a full meal replacement, and it's only, once I added all the ingredients, 335 calories, guys. 335 calories for this whole bowl. That's a pretty big bowl. So let's do this. Hello, welcome back. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make something we eat in Mexico, something very delicious called arroz con leche. So it's rice with milk. We kind of eat it for breakfast, or at least my family does, and it's always so unhealthy and so sweet and full of sugar. So today I'm going to show you how to make a healthy, low calorie arroz con leche. So these are the ingredients you're going to be needing: stevia sweetener or any other low 0 calorie sweetener. Here I've been needing some vanilla flavor, cinnamon. We're going to use some real sugar, just a little bit. Of course, we're going to need some rice. Some white rice is the best for me. And we're going to be using some protein. So this is the one that I would recommend. Has a great flavor, and it's very important that when you're cooking with protein, you find one that has a really good flavor. So I get this off of Amazon. So yeah, it's very important that you get one that has a really good flavor. If not, it's gonna ruin the whole flavor of the food. This one tastes really good, so that's the one I use. So let's get started, guys. It's real easy, extremely easy. Anybody can do it from home. So this is gonna be for one person, right? So we're gonna make a small dose just for me, and I'm gonna count the calories as we go. 160 calories in a quarter cup. So make sure you guys know how to read your labels. So that says 160 calories for a quarter cup. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add a quarter cup. Let's see. There we go, quarter cup. Turn on my stove. Throw it in there. Okay. All you're gonna do, get your water, let it boil. So just throw the water in there. About one water bottle's fine. So yeah, throw it in there. It looks like a little bit of rice, but it's gonna puff up and it's gonna look like a lot, I promise. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some sugar. So I'm gonna be using 1 teaspoon, which is half of that. See, it says 2 teaspoons is 30 calories. I'm gonna be using half of that, so 15 calories is all I'm adding. Let me go ahead and do this with 2 hands. So there it is, 1 teaspoon. Just throw it in there. Also, what we're gonna do, we're gonna have to add some stevia, and add it depending on how sweet you like it. So start off low, and then you could always add more later if you want it sweeter. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I'll be adding about 3/4 teaspoon, maybe about a teaspoon, not even full, not even let's say about that much, almost full. But like I said, add more or less depending on how sweet you want it. So that's it for the sugar. Now we're gonna add cinnamon. I just use the powder. You could also use the sticks, cinnamon sticks. but I'm just gonna use powder. For this, you just want to add it depending on how strong of a cinnamon flavor you want. And this is how much I add. I just sprinkle it about that much. So I like a stronger cinnamon flavor, so that's what I'm gonna end up doing. Now we're gonna add our vanilla. I'm trying to do this with one hand and record with the other, so it's kind of hard. So just a dash of vanilla. That's it. And then we're gonna let this boil, let it sit there until the rice puffs up. Well, before we do, I gotta steer the pot. Make sure everything gets nice and mixed in. Alright. Now we're gonna let this sit for about 10 minutes. And I'll continue recording here shortly. Alright guys, so it's been about 15 minutes. Let me lower the heat. I had it on low heat. The water started evaporating, so I did add a little bit more water. It don't matter. Just try to keep it a little runny. You don't want it to dry out on you. Also, what we're going to do now is the next step. We're going to add almond milk. 30 calories in 1 cup. So, give it a little shake. And go ahead and add 1 cup of almond milk. So the rice should look like this. You see how it's puffed up? Like it looks like actual cooked rice. So that's what it should look like. See how it was just a little bit, 1/4 cup. See how it turned into a bunch now? So, and this is a good sized bowl. So it's gonna be a good meal. Just throw that in there. Put the flame on high again. Bring it up to a boil. So we're gonna stir it in so I can mix up all the ingredients. Alright. So we're gonna let that sit there until it comes back up to a boil, and then we'll be back. It didn't take too long. It's been about a minute. It's already coming back up to a boil. So let's just let it completely boil. So another thing I want to point out, guys, do not, and this is very, very, very important, do not, I repeat, do not add the protein in there until it has cooled down, because if not, it's going to create clumps, and then you're not going to be able to get rid of the clumps, the protein clumps, and it's not going to taste as good. So it's better if you wait for it to cool down before you add the protein. It'll be the last and final step. Also, the reason this is so unhealthy in Mexico, see, there it is, fully boiled. Oh shoot, gotta lower the temperature. So you gotta watch it, guys, because see, if I wouldn't lower the flame down, it would have spilled over. So let's go ahead and stir it for a little bit. Finish it. The rice popping up a little bit more. So the reason it's so unhealthy in Mexico, guys, is because we add a bunch of sugar. We add regular fat milk, and we also add condensed milk, which is crazy amount of calories and sugar. So this is the healthy alternative. Plus in Mexico we don't add protein, so by us adding the protein in, it makes it a full meal. You got the carbs, you got the fat, and you got the protein. So it's a full meal. You could eat this any time of the day, or you can cut it in half and eat it as a snack if you want to. I'm gonna eat it as a meal for breakfast. So this will be my breakfast. Tomorrow I'm gonna just put it in the fridge. Alright. So yeah, I'm gonna just, after I'm done, I'm gonna put it in the fridge, take it for lunch tomorrow for breakfast. But I also want to point out, guys, that if you do not want to add the protein, you're saving yourself 130 calories. You could do it like that too. Okay, you could do it without the protein, and you could make some eggs instead. So a side of eggs with this, that'll give you some protein, you know. So, but me, since I'm on the go, I like to add this, and then it's a full breakfast on the go. But if you got the time, you could just leave it like this, how it is, without the protein, and just get some eggs on the side with a couple slices of turkey, fat-free turkey, and it'll still be a good healthy meal. The only reason I add the protein is because, like I said, I'm on the go, and I just eat it like it is on the go, and that's all I really need. But anyways, guys, this is ready to go. Now the last and final step. So it should look something like this. Also, I recommend you guys taste test it. If you guys want to add more cinnamon, you can do that now. So see how the rice is all popped up or puffy? So that's what it should look like. And then the brownness of the rice depends on the cinnamon. The cinnamon is what gives it that brown color. So if you guys want to add more cinnamon, you can. If you want to add less, you can. If you want to add more stevia, you can. Also, if you want to add more sugar, you know, add a tablespoon of sugar. That's about 30 calories or 15 calories. That's fine too, but I recommend using stevia instead. Try to avoid as many calories as you can, because they're really hard to burn off, believe it or not. They add up. A little by little, they start adding up. But anyways, guys, this is done. Final step. We are going to let it sit. We're going to let it turn off the heat. We're going to let this sit. We're going to let it cool down. And then we're going to add the protein. So that'll be the final step. So once it cools down, I'm going to continue this video. Alright guys, so I let this sit for a while. I had to go shower, came back. It's pretty much cooled down. That's what it looks like. So you only have to let it cool down if you're adding protein. If you're not adding protein, you don't have to worry about this step. You could have ate it a long time ago, but because of the protein, you do have to let it cool down. I'm also curious what would have happened if I would have added it from the beginning. So what you do is you just add that scoop of protein, mix it in. But yeah, I'm curious what would have happened if I would have just added it from the beginning, like, you know, before it was hot, and just mixed it in and cooked it like that. So that's another option, I guess, that I might have to try out next time. But for now, all you really gotta do is just mix it in. Make sure it gets very well dissolved. And then I'm starting to notice that since it's not fully cooled down, I am still getting a few lumps here and there. But it's alright, because it's gonna taste delicious. So yeah, just make sure you stir it all up. Get rid of all the little lumps. And if you've never tried this before, you're probably like, yeah, that don't look too good, but If you're from Mexico and you tried arroz con leche before, you know what I'm talking about. This stuff is good. So that's pretty much it, guys. It's ready to be eaten. If you want to warm it up, I like to eat it kind of warm, not hot. Some people eat it hot, some people eat it warm, some people eat it cold. Just depends how you like it. But I'm gonna just throw it in this plate. That's gonna be my breakfast for tomorrow morning. This whole thing. So look at this. That's a lot. That's my whole breakfast. I ain't gonna be starving. I ain't struggling with hunger. And 300 and let me show you guys. So I did the math. 335 calories in the whole thing that I just made. So I added up all the calories from the ingredients, the fat, the carbs, protein. 335 calories. Very low on fat. A little bit on the calories on the carb side. 29 grams of protein, which is perfect for my breakfast. 335 calories for a full breakfast, guys. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that. I'm gonna call this good. And that's it, guys. Appreciate you guys that are still watching. Thanks for all the support. Let me know what other videos you would like to see. Let me know what you think of the video. Comment, subscribe. You know the drill. And that's it, guys. So this is the finished product right there. Arroz con leche. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching again. And we'll see you on the next video. Peace out.